You might have heard that live shopping is exploding. And I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop, prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No, you can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's ZENNI.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. Happy Friday. I posted a picture on my Facebook group the other day where I said, it's Happy Friday. That's all I said. People's like chiming back to me, Happy Friday, sending me pictures, the whole thing. It was so cool. I'll tell you where to get on the group here in a few minutes. How is it possible that you could be the person that keeps you motivated, keeps you inspired, keeping you your own best cheerleader? I know you got me for 9 or 10 minutes every single day, and I know that's a big help to you. However, what are you going to do with the rest of the time that I'm not around? I know I'm talking in your ear. I'm reminding you about stuff. Tell me it's not true, right? But you got to take care of yourself. I'll give you a technique today to do that, to be your own best cheerleader. Some of you are a pro at this already. For those of you who are not, we're going to teach you how to be. It is the Daily Boost from motivationtomove.com, the positive boost you need every single day because life gets in the way just when we want to go do stuff. And I really, truly, from the bottom of my heart, believe, and I've seen it so many times, you can do whatever you want to do. It's completely your choice. But Scott, there are consequences to me doing what I want to do. That's why I don't do what I want to do, because there are consequences. I said, yeah, but it's good consequences too. You always think about the bad stuff. I got an idea, but I can't do that. And then suddenly you do, and it's like, oh, I did it. Cool. It happens. That's what this show's all about. This show's not about getting all mired down in fancy dancy talk and big words and reading the same stuff out of books that everybody has read for the past 100 years. Ever since like the 1930s when Napoleon Hill and all those guys came out, everything's a copy of that. That's cool. I'm just looking at real life. I'm looking at you. You're just trying to figure out why there's no good milk in the refrigerator. Somebody's out to get me. No. You forgot to go shopping. But that little mindset stuff, isn't that the case here? I mean, if I could just get you to go through your day going, whatever, it's just life. It's so cute. Your life would change really fast. All right, I get ahead of myself. But welcome to the show. It's what we do. My name is Scott Smith, founder, chief motivating officer here at motivationtomove.com. Got a comment the other day by somebody who wants to be on my show. They want to be a guest on my show, and they love how I interview guests all the time. I said, I never interviewed a guest in 15 years. I've never had a guest before, but they were so nice, and they said they love how I'm so organic with how I do things. It's organic. I guess so. Show up, open the mouth. Usually coffee's involved. We get stuff done. We go on with our day. It's cool stuff. So welcome for some good organic personal development today. But before we start, the number one thing I always do on a Friday, how do you want to feel? It's a very cool question. How do you want to feel? Or if you're asking it to yourself, how do I want to feel? I am telling you, if you will ask this question at least once a week, I do it every single day. And if you run into anything, if maybe the day gets challenging and you're like, just say, how do I want to feel? And the answer is going to be good. So I'm always trying to kind of pull you back into that. Making sure you're paying attention to your emotional well-being, which is kind of hard these days. There's a lot of people trying to undermine that. And that's why mental health issues are so huge right now. How do I want to feel? Well, you want to feel good. That's what your mind wants for you. So go ahead and do it. So today I'm going to give you a way to do that. Is that cool? How to be your own best cheerleader. PYOTB. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. A whole bunch of you, because we've been massively growing here the last couple of months, have no idea what I'm talking about because I haven't mentioned it too much. But let me ask you a question before I let you know what that means. Do you remember what it was like to be in first grade? Second grade, third grade, probably elementary school for the most part. It was a time when everybody lavished you with encouragement. And why did they do that? They did it just because you were you. You finished your art project and you didn't eat the glue. Yay for you. It was a great time. Now, it all goes away in middle school and ruins you for life. And then high school, things get better for some people. But for the most part, elementary school is the last time in your whole life when everybody just lavishes you with praise and pats you on the back and says, you can do it just because you are you. And then it goes away, doesn't it? I learned this the hard way because I was like, where to go? This is so cool. I kept looking for it for the longest time. I said, well, nobody does it anymore. Okay, do it myself. That's all. And then I found motivation, things like that. Let other people find other people to help me do it, like you're finding me help you do this. But ultimately, I learned I had to do it myself. Now, there's a tool for that. Because back then, I just remember it being good times. I enjoyed going to school. I did. I enjoyed getting out of school more, but I really enjoyed being there. But have you noticed that things have just changed? Since you were like, okay, top performer just for taking a good nap. Then you grew up. Wow, it happens to all of us. Trust me, it gets worse. You keep growing, not necessarily up, though. Growing into adult, it brings a lot of mentors your way, doesn't it? And those mentors do the best they can to motivate you and inspire you. But, they're busy. They got their own life, too, so they can't be there all the time just to keep you pumped up. Remember that. Everybody's busy. By the way, you can pump yourself up by helping pump them up, too. But you know in your heart that anybody who you count on to pump you up, including me, can only do so much. And some days I don't even do that for you. Some days I say something in a way you're like, who does he think he is? A stupid Scott. Well, it's okay. But it's never going to change. I'll be at my funeral one day. Stupid Scott said this. It pissed me off, but I'm coming to his funeral because he did some good too. Awesome. It's up to you to drive yourself in the direction of your dreams. To use a very millennial term, that's called adulting. I got to admit, I don't like the term, but sometimes it's useful. Well, why not? I'll just tell you, if you're a millennial, I try to adult as little as possible. I do. If I'm called into adulting, yes, I'll play my part. But if I can get away with just being silly, I'm going to do that as well. And people look at me as 60 plus. I'm 62. I have trouble saying that. They look at me and they say, you're supposed to act your age. I said, huh? I live in Daytona Beach. Nobody acts their age here. I say it's time for you, if you want to feel better and be your own best cheerleader, PYOTB. What does that mean? It means pat yourself on the back and say, I done good. Done good, my homage back to my friend in Memphis, Tennessee. I done good. Pat yourself on the back and say, I done good. Now, I'm going to take a little bit extra time today to make sure you get this. I want you to be your own best cheerleader, and I'm going to give you the advanced version of PYOTB. It's going to help you a lot. Here's what you do. So say you're walking down the hall today, you're going to a meeting. You're back at the office again. You got a meeting down the hall, a stand-up, 30-minute stand-up, or maybe you've been called to the boss's office. Oh, my God, what am I going to do in the boss? Or maybe you're going to close a deal somewhere. You're going to get together and close a deal. Maybe you're meeting at Panera or something across the table with Wi-Fi and stuff and all that stuff. And you're like, I'm nervous, because we're all nervous. I mean, that's what happens whenever we are called to do something, we're ever interacting with somebody else. The law of the underdog kicks in, which means you both feel like the underdog, but you don't know the other guy feels like the underdog too. You feel like the underdog yourself. Like, what am I going to do? Here's what you do. You slip off in a little alcove. Maybe it's a closet. Maybe it's a corner someplace. Maybe it's behind a tree. Maybe it's in your car. I don't know what it is. And you take your hand and you reach it over your shoulder and you smack yourself in the back. I done good. I done good. I done good. I done a PYOTB. Just do that. And what happens is it's going to fire you up, get you, as Tony Robbins would say, in a peak state. It's going to lodge a physical anchor inside you. You're going to feel great. Now, the really, truly super duper advanced version. Now, I'm not going to suggest this for everybody. And there is one more higher level advanced version that you need permission to do. But the first level of the advanced version of PYOTB is this. Instead of reaching over the shoulder to pat yourself on the back, take your hand, swing it around the back, and pat yourself in the butt. I mean, just smack yourself in the ass like crazy. I'm telling you, it'll get your attention, right? It sounds silly, but do it like, I'm going to close this deal. I'm happy, 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 happy. Boom. And just build that physical anchor into yourself. Now, what is the super duper advanced version that you have to have permission for? You may only be able to do with your wife or your husband or somebody you really know. Don't do it with your boss or somebody you just met, okay? But in the event that you want to pump your wife up, just reach over and say PYOTB and slap her. Maybe you shouldn't do that. That's the advanced version. And can I be honest with you? One day I was at an event and I had people do that in the audience. And I had it slap themselves on the back and then slap themselves in the butt. And then I said the advanced version. I said, put your hand out and slap your neighbor in the butt. And I didn't say a word. And about 90% of the audience did it anyway. And I was like, oh, God. I guess I could have stopped, but it was way too much fun to get to selfie in front of that. It was awesome. I got to tell you, sometimes the strangest little things give you that itty-bitty little bit of motivation you need to go out and do the things that you say you want to do, and you should do if you say you want to do them. It is going to be the best day ever. I promise you that. And it's going to be the best weekend ever, too, because weekends are always the best ever. You have a great weekend. I will see you tomorrow with joy, and then back here Monday on the Daily Boost.